As you can see, it is a kind of innovation in teaching techniques. How do we go back? Yeah, observation. So it is always seen in the class that while trying to teach the concept to the students, the content has to be gone through by both student and the teachers. The teachers do their part perfectly, alhamdulillah, but the problem comes when the turn of students comes. Most of them, they just while away the time, they don't pay any attention. Hence, the 100% teaching and learning do not take place. Why does this happen? This happens due to the lack of involvement of the students, and that is due to lack of attention. And why they don't pay attention? It is because they get distracted. You can see the pie chart, and if you observe the peer group that you see, that plays a major role in distraction. And when it accompanies a self-distraction, then there are many distractions that take place in education and their career. So, there was an action which is done at MS, alhamdulillah, and problems were identified. Then we came to know that out of 100%, only 25% of the students who were above average and good students paid attention to the lesson taught, and the remaining 75% they repeat after those 25%, just lip servicing. Then, when we talked to all the 75% of the students, we came to know that few needed some sort of attention, and the problem they faced was technical jargons and pronunciation problems. May I have your attention? I am not talking about the pronunciation problem of the students, talking about the pronunciation problems of the teachers. Huzur Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, whenever he used to speak in a very slow tone, very clear tone, so that the people understand him. Here, while teaching, while delivering the content, we don't observe our pronunciation, the speed that we carry in our class. And few needed counseling. So in our intervention 1, we counseled the students, and alhamdulillah, 30% of those 75% of students were able to pay their attention towards the studies, but they were black sheeps. They did not pay attention and they were disturbing the class. And now then, we applied this formula, H plus A equal to L4. Just see, this is what: listen, learn, live, and lead. What do you think that simile is telling you? Hearing. And that is attention. Now see here, attention accompanied with hearing makes listening. Now you are listening to me and you are also hearing some crackers bursting there. And now your attention goes there, you will listen that. And that is what exactly happening in the class. So here, and you know what? Sahaba Raziyallahu ta'ala anhum, they listened. Why did they become leaders? Because they were good listeners. When they listened, they learned. When they learned, they practiced in their life, and they lived that life, and they became leaders, leading the whole world. And what did we do in this? In this, students were instructed on 3 things. One thing, whenever they'll be read out one paragraph, okay, and in that paragraph, they have to listen it. That paragraph will be read 3 times, and every time they read, they have to give their feedback in the percentage 0% to 100%, like how far they have understood. And you believe me, the understandings they had in the beginning only 40 to 45%, and in the second reading session, it slowly increased to 75%. And when it was done for the last time, their understanding level increased to 96%, alhamdulillah, and they were also instructed to note down the technical jargons, the hard vocabulary. And after that understanding, the whole understanding became 100%, alhamdulillah. And I have taken 9th class students, 9th grade students, and for which I think this is not working. Yeah, these were the graphs. And at last, I would like to conclude by saying that today there is a need to trigger the hidden talent of the students. Every child is gifted in a different way. give them the chance, and the teacher's responsibility is to involve himself or herself in a continuous research to make his or her teaching effective, so and helps in 100% learning. And at last, we can also apply this thing in other subjects also. Thank you, Jazakallahu khair, for bearing me.